Hello, I'm John from the Haunt Informer, and today I'm going to tell you about some of my favorite props from Ghostwrite Productions. So starting out, I'm going to tell you about the Pumpkin Henchmen. There are multiple versions of this. Some are wearing flannel, some are dressed more like farmers, some are holding prop axes, prop hammers. My favorite one is dressed like a farmer with a prop hammer and there's fake blood on it, on the outfit and on the prop hammer, and I think it looks really awesome. I've seen these props in person at Field of Screams in Mountville, Pennsylvania, the one and only, and I thought they worked really well. They work as photo ops, so that's really cool. You could have these with your backdrop of your logo, of a step and repeat, or just one big logo of the name of the haunt, and you could have some hay bales, and you could also have some other little props of jack-o'-lanterns, like you could have real ones or you could have faux ones, whichever you would prefer, and I think it would look really awesome. I really love these props. If I could order a prop from Ghostwrite Productions, I would order one of these because I really love it. It's highly detailed. It has the perfect spooky vibes, perfect Halloween vibes, has that crazy killer vibe, and also the perfect pumpkin look. So I really enjoy these. There's lots of different versions of them. They also have these as groundbreakers where it's just a half body where it's the torso coming up and they have like a whole bunch of like pumpkin seeds coming out of their mouth like it's throwing up pumpkin seeds, and that looks really gnarly and gross and it looks kind of rotted. So next up is the Skull Skinner, and this is very gory. It's very bloody. Imagine a woman in a gown and her whole skull is exposed. You can see the whole skull and there's hair on the back and it's clinging to the gown because it's so drenched in blood, and there's blood all over this gown, the front and back, and it looks really gnarly. So if you want to have a more gory, grotesque prop in your haunted attraction that gets people's attention, this is definitely the one for you. I think this prop will work really well in a demented ballroom where you have multiple characters that are wearing masks that look like their skin and they actually are holding it. That would look pretty gnarly. Definitely fit that gross, disgusting vibe. All have blood-drenched dresses and outfits and suits and tuxes and all that good stuff, and that would definitely be really neat. I think this would fit well in there, especially if they all have white outfits with the blood. That definitely would be a cool contrast of the white and the red. That would look good. You could have one's character act like they are the host of this party for this ballroom, and he could be telling you that you are welcome to this party, and you could have fun and dance with all of them, and he could even act like he's going to dance with this prop and say this is his long-lost wife, or you just missed her. You could say all kinds of messed up, disturbing jokes, off-color jokes with this prop, and then you can see other people dancing. Next up is a prop called Asylum Fingers, and this is a very unsettling prop because it is a patient that looks like they're putting their fingers in their mouth and making a smile, and automatically you see it and you're just on edge. You're like, oh, it's just so creepy. I don't like that. Especially if you had this at the end of a long hallway in an asylum scene with your haunt attraction. You could be going along, you have the doors like rattling, and you see this at the end of the hallway. You're like, I don't want to go near that. And then you could go to that next scene and there's a whole bunch of chaos going on with patients coming after you, and there's like strobing and lights are falling and all kinds of craziness could occur. So I definitely think this could set the tone for haunted attraction and definitely raise the creep factor for sure, because this is very disturbing. Next up is a prop called Drano, and this looks like a possessed girl. She has the blacked out eyes, and she is vomiting up hair, like a whole bunch of hair, and it's very unsettling, and I think this would work perfectly in your possessed room area. This could be leading up to the area, so this could be one possessed girl, and that leads to another one. I've actually seen this prop in person at the Hell's Gate Haunted House. It worked very well with the whole backstory they have there of the darkness taking over everybody, and I thought it was very disturbing, definitely unsettled me, added the creep factor to the whole haunt, so this will be great in your haunt attraction. I really enjoy seeing it. I hope to see it more in haunt attractions because it definitely is unique. You don't often see props of possessed girls vomiting up hair, so that's very cool. So definitely like to see that in the future. Definitely one of my favorite props from Ghostwrite Productions. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the cap version of Sloth. And Sloth is one of the autopsy body props that they make. and it's a very detailed character. It has all these lines on it because it's been stitched up like it's had surgery, and they've stitched it back up, and it looks really crazy. Has this really unsettling looking face with these teeth out that look all gross and nasty, and these eyes that are like possessed, and it's really cool. It's well done. I like this version because it has a skull cap where you can take the top off because it's magnetic and you can see a prop brain in there. So this would be perfect for your autopsy area for your haunted attraction. We have multiple prop bodies on slabs, and this is one of them, and this character in there would draw your attention to this one in particular, and possibly if you're in a haunt where you have an upgrade or an option for your customers to be more interactive, say here, help me with the surgery, and you could have them act like they're cutting on it with a prop tool, and then he could take it off and show it to them like, look, you helped me with this surgery, and you see the prop brain, and that would be awesome. So this would be great for a gross out scare, an interactive moment in your haunted attraction, and you don't have to have your customers be close to this prop and actually touch it and get close to it. That is just a possibility. You could just have this character do the whole act where he acts like he's working on it, takes the skull cap off, and draws the people's attention to it. You could do it both ways. I think it'd be more memorable as a customer to actually act like you're the one working on it. So that'd be a lot of fun. I would definitely enjoy seeing that at a haunted attraction where you can do that upgrade, like $5 more, or it's free. It's just another upgrade. You just get the glow necklace and you get to do more interactivity. I would really enjoy seeing that at a haunt in the future because that would be interactive and a lot of fun for sure, and definitely be very memorable. I definitely would remember that if I experienced that at a haunt attraction. So those are my favorite props from Ghost Ride Productions. That was the Haunt Informer. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get a notification every single time I put up a new video. Give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. And I'm on social media, and all those links are linked below. And as always, happy hauntings.